yesterday to go here. Yeah, okay. Oh, no. Sorry.
Sorry.
ברב וולף.
שלום וברכה.
אתה חייב להיות תשובה.
אין בעיה. תשובה צריך לעשות.
Ik heb hem al 10 keer uitgezet, maar hij zet zichzelf weer aan. Dempen. Zo. Oké.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
When I went out this morning from the Bet Midrash, I said, yes, I didn't realize that I'm going to speak about Kibbutz Avim, but most of the people have no more father and mother because it's for the pensioners.
I have to tell you, dat is maar mijn eigen middenwaardigheidscomplex. Dat I never been possible to use this mitzvah because that was impossible.
Yeah,
for you.
So
yes, this is the people who train you, educate you. Mijn oom en tante, zo como, my parents, but still sick.
Yes. So, but when I was on the bike, I was thinking that that's not right what I am saying here, because we will see how much parents can ask from the kids about Kibbutz Avim. So it's
more examples of
sure.
Of
A mother
was on his knees.
Absolutely. Yes. So of course, also if people have no parents, the mitzvah is here, and it's mitzvah Talmud Torah also to learn because we, when we see the Gemara in Kiddushin Daf Lamed, what brings all the examples of Kibbutz Avim, Ad Kama Kibbutz Avim, how far you have to go for Kibbutz Avim, Machilo, Mashkeu, give to eat, give to drink, etc., etc. And we see the examples in the Gemara are very, very strange examples, very extreme examples, and also the names of the people. It's not Moshe and Yaakov, not Reuven and Soro. The names are non-Jewish names. Okay, are all. Echad Haya Yoshev B'Romi. One was sitting in Rome, and Dama ben Messina, and other examples who are non-Jews. So why we have also the example, the number one example, Esau, exactly. Esau was non-Jew, and he was father Yoda, but not mother Yoda. And Esau, he did really big kibbutz avim. So all the examples are Jews, Arab, non-Jews, and also the example of Dama ben Netina is a wrong example. Why a wrong example? When you are kids, we are learning, how do you say, the Dama ben Netina, that the Chachmei Israel, the sages of Israel came, and they wanted to buy a stone for the Kohen Gadol who was missing for his pectoral of the Kohen Gadol, and they didn't have money for it. They had money, but they didn't have the stone, and they went to Dama ben Netina. He said, yes, it's in the coffer under the...
Father was
sleeping, and I don't want to wake him up. But halachically, it's not correct. Of course, if you get a very good business, you have to wake your father up. Of course.
You should be happy with it.
You imagine when he wake up, a Jewish father and the how do you say, the son say, I didn't want you to. I saw you are sleeping, but Rothschild came on the door and he wanted to buy something. The father will say, heck, my son, what do I crazy? I am all the year waiting for such a client. And when this client is coming, you are not waking me up. So the thing is so why these examples are given, and why this extreme example from her mother, who was totally crazy, who was going with her shoes and giving, how do you say, makes to her son. What do we speak about Jewish, normal, average people? Why to bring such extreme example? And the answer is very clear. Is very that it's that the answer is very simple. That we want to bring how far could people go for this mitzvah. How it's a very, very important mitzvah. But not that is the case. Halacha lemaisa, it means that we have to go and to go so far for the kibbutz avayim. So now in the Torah, there is two mitzvot. Ish imo ve'aviv tirau. You have to be respectful, and kabed et avicha ve'et imecha. You have to give kavod to your parents. And it's two different mitzvahs, with two different expressions. A tea I will take, if it's possible.
Geef even een kop thee.
Er is een hoop achtergrondlawaai. Misschien moet er een deur dicht gedaan worden.
Dit is... kan niet. We zijn hier bezig. Ja. Take what you want. Een haarskopje. Een beetje meer. En jij kan weten wat een haarskopje is. Dit is echt een haarskopje. You know it. This is the expression. Oh, oké. Oké, goed. Alsjeblieft. Hier, voor het zakje. Dankjewel. Dus is goed.
Okay, so to come back to our story, there's two mitzvahs, one of kavod and one of mora. To, I don't know the exact word, but it's two different mitzvahs, and we will see what are the difference. On both mitzvahs, you have to be very careful. ומכל מקום אין בייזין קויפין על מצווה כיבוד אב ואם, דהווה למצווה עשה שמתן סחורו בצידו שאין בייזין קופין עליו. The first halacha says that you cannot oblige a kid to give kibud avayim to his parents. Okay, there are some mitzvahs that you can oblige, but we learned that mitzvahs aseh, a mitzvah that the Torah gives the belonging, say leman yarichun yamecha, that you will get old because of this mitzvah. So when there is a baloney, you cannot force them because he says, "I don't want the baloney. I don't want to get old. So let me in peace." So that's the first point. Eze mora. So what is moira? So he said, thank you. Lo ya'amod bimkomo. Don't not sit, but stand on his place. That means he has a special place. It is his place. Don't stand on this place.
Normal.
What?
That's normal.
Yes. Okay.
Het is eigenlijk, yeah.
Okay. We will speak what is
Yeah.
normal and not normal,
Okay.
because there is, of course, how do we say, things will change every generation.
Yeah.
The way that people are behaving. When Rav Yoshe Ber Soloveitchik, the father of the Chaim Soloveitchik, when he divorced, so the Beis Din asked him, say "you" to the soifer and to the edim, because you have to be direct. "You schreef a get." "You" had, how do we say, signs a get. And you cannot say, like in French, "vous," pluralis. Also, it's a form of very polite, but because it's not precise, you cannot do it. But it was complicated for him because he never said so to anyone. You, he was speaking,
U. Je kan in het Nederlands zeggen u. U.
Ja,
Dat
maar
is één persoon en meervoud.
In Nederlands, u is geen goede voorbeeld. U is geen pluralis.
Ja, zeker wel.
Wat?
Ja, kan meervoud zijn u.
In Frans is vous is pluralis.
Ja, oké, vous. We zeggen en Hollandais, il y a aussi u.
Maar u is
ja. Meervoud. U.
Jij loopt, ja. U loopt.
Ja. Ik wil u van harte welkom heten. En dat is
Oké, zegt dat ik wil u welkomen. Het is wel pluralis.
Het kan één persoon zijn en het kan meervoud zijn.
Dat is een persoonlijke benadering van ieder die in de zaal zit.
Oké, het is persoonlijk voor iedereen die zit in de zaal. Meneer Raber, die is specialist, zegt dat u bent niet gerecht. Oké? So the Khatam Sofer, he brings in one of his footnotes that Yaakov Avinu, when he came to his father Yitzchak for the bracha, he said, "Kumna avi." As you believe, my father, je moet opstaan.
Nee, staat u op, ja.
Staat u op. Ja. On the Esav is, heeft gezegd, Yakum avi. Heeft gezegd, u staat op.
Nee, ook staat u op, ja.
Je gebruikt toch ook zelfs voor de spoel gebruik je het Frans tu.
Ja, oké.
En in het Nederlands gebruik je.
Absoluut.
Beleefdheidsvorm.
Absoluut. But the question is for parents, so the Khatam Sofer says that it's not good, it's not correct. The Khatam Sofer says that it's not correct to speak indirect to the parents. The way to speak to parents is yay. You would be very close with your parents. So it's not a non-covered way to speak like this to your parents. And the contrary, we see that Esav were more distant, and that was not the correct way of speaking.
Ook in die vriend wordt gezegd, soms in plaats van ata, atem. Beton, kavot.
Goed, Wolff geeft het hier, Frank.
Ja,
Oké.
ik maak een opmerking, sorry.
Ja,
maar
goede
het is
opmerking,
ook-
dank je. Oké, dan איזה לא יעמוד במקום המיוחד לו, בסוד זקנים עם חבריו, זה תיתן ספציאל פלק פועם, אוקיי? או מקום המיוחד לא להתפלל, have sein Pleck in Schul, jemand nicht Sitte auf sein Pleck. ולא ישב במקום המיוחד לא לעשות בביתו. Also toys, he has on the table his special fast Pleck. Jemand nicht Sitte an sein Pleck.
That's for father and mother.
For both father and mother, absolutely. Absolutely. But we have to know that one of our main meisters, the Chafetz Chaim, he said to his kids, you can sit on my place.
Als hij toestemming geeft. Is het toestemming?
But why he give it?
Why?
He said that in our generation, there are some things that you cannot ask from kids. You have to be very close with kids. So these things, you know, in the generations of the Chafetz Chaim, the Haskalah was very, very strong. The communism was very strong. So he wanted to make the family very strong one with the second that they keep together. Okay? So everyone has to be very, how do we say, you know, has to understand the society. You know, I was in Marseille and I saw people who came from Morocco. They come, they are standing up. That's the first thing after they go kissing the hand of the father, the mother. You can do in a certain surroundings that everyone is doing like this. But if everyone is not doing like this, how do we say, kids are ashamed and they don't feel good. They have to feel good at home. That's the most important. So, not to sit. ולא מכריע את דבורוב בפוניו, ולא מכריע דבורוב, what is ולא מכריע דבורוב? זה בגמורה, ולא מכריע דבורוב, כן יזכן, יבין חלק. Warum nicht? His father is saying Amstelveen is closer than Almere, yes? And the buurman said, no, Almere is closest than Amstelveen from this house, okay? And he says, Papa, Ibn Khalid, you are right, yes? He cannot say like this. Why? Why? He helped his father. Because he puts himself more important than his father. That means that if he says that his father is not right, that means, yes, what the son says is more important than what the father says. So he can also not say, you are right, okay? אפילו לומר נירין דברי אבא. Also, if you say it in a more smoothie way, you say, yes, it seems more intelligent what my father says. ולא יקראנו בשמו. He has to say papa or mama, not say Robert, Ruben.
Ja, dat doe je ook niet.
Ja?
Dat doe je
Oké.
niet.
Okay.
Ja, tegenwoordig zijn er mensen die dan stappen.
Ja, maar ik begrijp het niet. Dus-
Ik ook niet. Ik ben te ouderwets misschien. Ja.
לא בחיוב, here, לא בחיוב ולא במויסו. Not in his life and also not after his life. אלו אומר אבא מורי, my father. I have to say my father who was living, not Robert Wolff, not to say. היה שם אביו כשם אחרים, משנה שמו. What is if his father has a very common name? here we have two examples. His father was called Paltiel, yes? Not a lot of members of the Jewish community are called Paltiel. It's a very strange name. But Yop or Yap, he's hundreds of Yop and Yap, okay?
Yeah.
And then his best friend is coming to play tennis, and after that they come at home, and he say, "Hey, Yop," and his father is looking, who is calling me? Okay, but he says, "No, I am not calling you. I
call my friend Yop."
call my friend." Okay, so it says the Shulchan Aruch, you have to be meshane shmo. That means you have to say to your friend, Yopi, Yo-Yo. You have to change the name of your friend. That your father doesn't make like this. Who is calling me? Okay.
Toen Meijer van Rijk ging trouwen, hij heette Meijer en Rav Just heet ook Meijer. Toen heeft Meijer van Rijk de Gower gekregen. En Gower Rabbi Meijer. Ja?
Ja, oké.
Dezelfde naam als zijn schoonvader hebben, ja.
Maar dat...
Oké, goed. Adechon Moram. Till what is the maximum of Moira? Says he was with nice clothes, he was in public, and his father and mother were, came out of Sinai, and they, they take the clothes and they, with a knife or with no knife, and they made to the son's kriya. The Kowal Roisha also, they took and they make the, a clap on the head. The Grobe Lo Yechalem. Hij moet niet zeggen spotnamen zu zijn ouders. Oké? Ja, gekke. Nee, hij moet niet. Oké? Elo Yishtok. Hij moet, say, still blijven. Ezo covered, what is covered? Machilo umashkeo. He needs to give them food and to give them to drink. Okay? Malbisho. The father has difficulties to unclad, so he helps them. Umachase, and it's cold. There is in the room there is airco, and the father is a little bit old. He said, "Can you bring me a blanket? I need. It's too cold for me." Okay. Veitnelo besever ponim yofus. Hij moet ook op een plezant weg het doen. Niet zeggen, oh, je hebt hier de blanket. Oké?
Vriendelijke manier.
Vriendelijke manier. Oké?
Bekovertjes.
Yes. And if he does it, how do you say, not in a nice way, he will be punished about it. And the Gemara is continuing with a very interesting fahad. If he makes his father a very hard job in the mall, he told him, "Daddy, at 5 o'clock you have to be in the mall to work by my company." Yes. And the kavona from the son is a good kavona. Kedei sheyinotzel oviv midova kosher. If that's the, how do you say, the less worst alternative. It means the choice for his father was to work by the army in a place where it's really very hard. And the son say, "Okay, I will go to this hard place, but someone has to keep the business on. So you go on the mall." Okay, it's nice place. It's a Bekovedik place, It's not easy, but it's not like walking in the street by how do you say, to build the metro things, which is much more hard for him. He has to explain to his father why he does it. To convince him that it's better for him not to go outside with how do you say, bad weather and bad conditions. He gets olam haba for what he did. So everything is very, how do you say, it can be the same thing bad and the same thing good. The same, and that what we say that dama benetina, that of course there is sometimes that to wake your father is very bad, but sometimes if he wants to go to shul, if he wants to do business, if he wants to take the train, if he wants to go,
you have to wake
him up. If not, he will not go with you in vacation. He will stay at home in his bed. So everything is very depending on what's about. That what he gives his father to eat, Mishel Av. What is Mishel Av? The custom and the father. It means the Torah asks you to go to Jumbo, to Albertine, or to go on shopping online, but you don't need to put your credit card. You say when it's the end
on
of
account of your father.
Yes, when you finish, you say, "Daddy, give me your credit
card and pay.
You pay.
Ja,
Yes. Yes.
Gebeurt ook wel. Ja.
Im יש לו. ואם אין לו, that's if the father is normal. He gets a pension, he gets a normal, he's not a arm man, he's not the Rothschild, but he is okay. But if the father is an armed man, so it depends what is the situation of the son. If the son is also an armed man, so bad luck. The father is armed, the son is armed. But if the son is rich, of course, the Beis Din, how do I say, kofimoto, they oblige him to, we said it before, we cannot oblige him. Here it's about money. Here it's about kind of tzedakah, so they oblige him to pay for his fast. Okay? So now, but if the son is, how do you say, is armed, so you say, Daddy, you go to the Niza. I am not going to the Niza for you. Okay? So that's okay. Okay? So then there is also, how do we say, different situation. There is two Ma'amorim in the Gemara. One who says that it's a klola on a son who gives tzedakah to his parents, and there is another Gemara who says that what?
Why is it klola?
1 second.
Okay.
And there is another Gemara who say that the first by tzedakah are the parents. So how can you explain the two Gemaras? Someone has an answer? Why one Gemara says it's a klola for a son to how do you say, to give the parents to give the parents a tzedakah, and another Gemara says that the parents are on first line for the tzedakah. It means that if he has a 20 euro tzedakah, so the first people who has to get it is the parents.
Depends of it is a tzedakah, of it is a Present, ja. Ja, het zit ook is een present. Maar
Ja.
goed,
So the answer is very
Yeah.
simple. It depends. It depends. If the son is, he is working very hard. He's not an arm man. He doesn't get from stock as a son, but he is really restricted on his parnos every day. How do we say? End of the month is very till he gets the last penny.
Yeah.
So of course the parents are the first in the tzedakah. So he has 2,000 euro for his for a month. So the 200 euros from tzedakah that he gives every month, of course the parents are the first to get it. Okay, that's
If they need to pay.
I speak about
they
that.
need. Yeah.
But if the parents are poor people, and the son is Bill Gates, okay,
Mijn zoon is dat Bill Gates.
okay, and the father is coming, he has nothing to eat and nothing, and the son say, "Go to my stichting of tzedakah. I already give, how do you say, enough money to stichting for poor people. Go there and they will give you. I will give an opdracht. They will give you money. Okay, so that means that if he is rich, he has to give his parents from the normal money, not from the tzedakah money. So the klole is like this because when the son is rich and to consider the parents because they are armed to say, yo, go and take from my tzedakah girl.
Not the right way.
That's not the right way. That's a very violent way to say.
Yes.
Vrede. You are on the list of the poor people.
Yeah.
Okay, on my donations, I will get on end of the year. You will be belasting Afrika.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how do we say a bad situation for. So that's the difference. But there is another Gemara to say yesh ma'achilo pisyoini. Yes, there is a guy who gives to his father every day goose liver, and he goes to Gehenna. Yes, and there is someone who is giving to his father bread with peanut butter and goes to Olam Haba. So why? Why is the guy who gives goose liver to his father goes to Gehenna, and that's who gives peanut butter to his father?
Because his father likes, perhaps.
No. I think the son who gives goose liver, he had a lot of money, and it depends hem. Interesseert hem niet wat hij geeft.
Okay.
Hij geeft om te geven, maar beter een boterham met pindakaas, want dat de vader. De vader heeft dat nodig. Goose liver is een tractatie.
Okay.
Ja?
The Gemara, thank you for the explanation, but the Gemara has another.
Ja, oké.
The Gemara says that the son was not rich. Okay, the son was a poor man, normal man, average man, and the first day he brings goose liver, the second day he brings goose liver. So the father was a bit afraid that his son is stealing in the shop the goose liver, because he say you can afford pindakas, but goose liver every day. What's happening? But the situation was that he was working by Rothschild, and Rothschild told him, I had made a production of goose liver, and I have leftover. You can take every day to your parents.
Okay.
And when his father was asking him, instead of telling him the true story, he say, "You have good teeth. You have done good teeth. So eat and shut your mouth." Okay. That means he answered very non-respectful to his parents. So the parents have pain also if they eat good liver, but they don't get the real, how do you say, way to get the food. And if they get pindakas and counts and put the pindakas, say, do you want the Hellas pindakas or calve? You want this one with stickers or because maybe with your teeth, I have to see. I know that you like with the stickers in the past, but maybe nowadays it's more hard for you. So you want the beige one who is already spread. So that's the two ways to give food to the parents. Okay, we said that that he can take the credit card from the parents. Yes, but can it also take the price of the taxi? He went to the Jumbo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Castellenstraat. You live in Merkenburg, okay? So when he went out with what he has bought in Jumbo, in Albertine, doesn't matter, and he takes now a taxi to go home to bring the stuff to his parents. Can he also say, Daddy, the taxi was €7. Please give me also the €7. The Shulchan Aruch says, no, you cannot ask. Why not? Because that's for your pleasure that you went with the taxi. It means you had to go by foot. Now you want to go taxi, okay? But it's not for your parents, that's for yourself. Okay? Now, now the question is, how much time he has to spend. And he say, I am working, I cannot come by you. I can come every Sunday, but in middle of the week I
Have to work.
I have to work.
Okay.
Okay, so here also he's not obliged to lose his job, but if he doesn't lose his job, yes, that means that if his normal job is 40 hours and he can get, if he works 45 hours, more money, he cannot stay in the work 45 hours and say, okay, we are not going to do it. No, when he's going to ask for something, and his father is well known, okay, but he wants to say, I went to Femke, I asked her, and she gave me the authorization to build on the Kal Hasidim for 2 more meters. Okay, so he wants the covet that he arranged it. But if he would have said, you knew my father, he was the forzitter of the Nizar for so many years, and he was a friend of your father. Better, for sure. If you would have come here, I would straight give him the permission. So the Shulchan Aruch says that he has to give the covet to his father and not to bring it to himself. So he had to ask, I am the son of, please give it. If it doesn't help, it doesn't need to make damage to the Kal Hasidim, yes, but if it will help if he said, I am the son of, my father was the same party of you in the election in 2010, he helped you, etc. Okay? חייב לעמוד בפני אביו, ואם האב תלמיד לבנו, כל אחד מהם או מנהל נשי. That's a very sensitive question. The father, he was, it can happen. My father, it was exactly the same situation. He was 13 when the, how do you say, when the war came, and he was 17 after the war. So he couldn't go, not to learn, not in a yeshiva, not in a. So of course his knowledge was not big. He learned after. So sometimes it can be a situation that the father is learning by his son. So the son is the Rebbe, the Melamed of the father. Can be. So the father has to respect the son, but the son has to respect the father. So the Shulchan says that they have both to, if he's entering the room, the father has to go up for his son, and if the son is coming and the father is entering, the son has to. They have both to have respect. They have both to have respect. But we know that the Rosh, the other poskim, who says that the son can be moichel, that the father doesn't have to, how do you say, to go up for him. You can say, Daddy, yes, I am your rabbi, but you are my father. You are my father, so mochalat voido. But the question is it in public not unrespectful? That means that in public, all the shul is coming up, when the rabbi and the father is sitting, and we know that the father is a talmid of his son, but he's sitting. So the Shulchan says that in public he's not allowed. In public, he does not go up. He has to go up. He has to go. He has to go. But we know that there was also, how do we say, we know about it, that there was situation where it was not like this, okay? That it was public, that the father, the son, go up. That the father told a few times in public to his father to sit, and then it was already the notoriété publique, but he didn't do it. Okay. So we said before that if the chek parents, they destroyed things from his kids, he cannot sit, cannot say anything. The Shulchan Aruch says there are two restrictions. It's not like this. Yes, of course, you cannot do anything, you cannot, how do you say, make them a scandal, but before he can, how do you say, avoid that they do it. He can put himself back, that they cannot reach him and cannot make him any damage. And second thing, the Shulchan Aruch says that he can claim the money back. Say, that's the ticket. This, I have bought it by IAM, 245 euro. You have to give me 245 euro because I need to buy new clothing. Okay, so it's not for free. It means they cannot do what they want. You understand? They cannot make any damage to because it's their kid. It's not free of charge. Also after the, how do we say, after their life, if they say something in name of the father, they have to tell it in name of the father. They cannot tell it in their own name. And to say also Zichrono Livrocha, that's a form of respect. Yes? And also in Israel, there was a process, there was a, how do you say, it cannot happen in the Netherlands because you need the goedkeuring from the rabbinat for the matzeva. But in Israel, no one asks you what to do. So sometimes there is a bad relation with the kids and the children and the parents, and they put things against the parents for matzeva. And there was there was in Israel a law case, if you can do it or not do it, if you can publish that the parents were the wrong parents, etc., etc. So it can go very far, this kind of thing. Okay. Now, when the parents get chek, lo aleinu velo aleichem, it can happen. Dementie
kan gebeuren bij dit.
kan gebeuren. What is the halacha? The halacha is there is a limit what you can do. There's a limit what you can do, and on a certain point you have to put them in a special home, because there are some treatment, some things who are too violent, and you are not. It's not good that children do it for the parents. Also, if it's, how do you say, for them good, yes. If, for example, maybe they will cut themselves, yes. So the son is putting on the chair the parents. It's not on the son to, how do you say, to put, how do you call it, fast binding to the parents. So that's the Shkonor say, Yaniach la'acherim. He has to ask someone else to do it. Okay?
Question.
Yes.
When a parent needs an injection every
Yes.
day,
Oh.
is it allowed for the son or the daughter to give that to him for his health?
So that's a very good question. So the Shkonor speak about it, because that's more, how do you say, more strong halacha, because the halacha says that you cannot make aviv ve'imo, you cannot give them, how do you say, yes, if blood, and also if the blood is not going outside, that you see the blood under the, it's also forbidden, yes. So about injection. So if it's intramuscular, if it's in the muscle, so there is no any question, because it's not sure that there will be blood who will go outside. Okay, but because it's a health question, the father can be moichel, can be say, I am moichel, you can do it. Okay. Now about things who are more, how do we say, more, how I will call it, in the middle.
Yeah.
For example, I am shaving myself, not shaving, but haircut, okay?
Yeah.
But on a haircut with a machine, it's every time it can be that
You can hurt
you can hurt, and you can there can be blood. Okay, so what?
Dat knip je niet goed.
Nou
Ja, maar dat kan gebeuren.
Kan gebeuren.
Kan gebeuren.
Het kan ook als je het mes uit, dan moet iets anders gebeuren.
Nee, but no, it's not. It's gebeurd, but you have the machine in the hand. It's not a. So. So that's not pashut. That's not evident that you can ask your son to do it. Okay. I personally don't let my kids to, but okay. What?
Verwisselen.
Yeah.
Dan het kan plat.
Yeah.
Wat je kunt doen.
Absolutely. No, so again, if it's really needed, because for example, I cannot do things by myself. Every time if I put a plaster, it's wrong.
The wrong side, yeah. The plaster.
So of course, if it's how do you say shas atchak and there is no other possibility, you can ask. No, there is sometimes people who are asking. My son is a very good dentist, and he has to take me teeth out. Of course, there is blooding. What to do? To go to the sis or to go to him. Okay, so that's how do you say in the middle. So if people want to be makel, there is no problem. But if someone wants to be machmir, it's also okay. Okay. Now, who is the first? They asked the Rav Mibrisk when he was a little child if the mother is asking a glass of water and the mother is asking glass of water. I am not speaking if they are divorced, so he can do what he wants. Okay, he can give it to the mother first or to the father. But if they are married, so the halacha is that he has to give it to the father first.
Also, when the mother asked before?
No, if she asked before.
No, but at the same time. The mother can say, please give me a glass of water. And the father says, oh, I like to have this. Also, I like to have one.
So that's together because it's before.
Okay, that's together. You have first to go to the father.
Okay, but so they ask, so why? Because she has to do it also, being to her husband. So we say that it's like how do you say that you give to your mother and she give to her husband. But they asked the Rav Mibrisk, and when he was a little child, they say yes, but your mother is for sure your mother. The father is not sure. It's not sure that you're the father. And the Gemara says, Bori v'shema, Bori olive. When we are sure and something with a doubt, you have to go to what is sure. Also for money, you cannot take off money from someone if it's a doubt, and the guy who is sure. That means someone can say, "You're sure you owe more money," and the guy say, "I don't know." The guy who say, "I don't know," is less, how do we say, strong than the guy who say, "For sure you owe more money." So what are we going to do here? They asked the Rav Mibrisk, your father is only a safek, it's only a doubt that he is your father.
So it's fine.
So the Rabbi, he was 6 years old, and he said, yes, but that's not giving a glass of water to drink. That's a glass of water in the mother's face, because you say, you know, mommy, I am not giving it to daddy first because I know that you went with another man, because my father is someone an adulterian guy. So it's the great insult to your mother, because you say, I know that there was someone else than my father. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
Okay, so the covet of the mother is to give it to the father, because that means that you believe that she is the father, she is the mother, and that's the father.
Yes.
If you give it to her, that means that you don't believe that he is the man.
That is impossible.
Okay.
Te goede trouw, je hebt je moet aannemen dat je moeder. Nee, you go always. No, it is your father, of course. You can't say you have to prove it today. You can with DNA, but that's not a question.
Okay. בסדר.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you very much.
We learned a lot. No.
בסדר.
Okay, I'd like to make a new appointment
If you have to
in Elul.
Okay.
Elul.
Mhm.
You like a Monday morning? I have to look.
you have to bring it first to the father,
To the
because
father.
it's the covet of the mother.
Yes.
If you can, the 23 of September.
Alle mensen dat
It's
samen
20
samen
Elul.
doen.
If it's possible for you.
Het gaat voor het gauw.
That is absolutely niet goed.
is absoluut niet goed. Oké.
Monday 30 is okay.
Monday 30? Oké, dan doen we Monday 30. Oké. Prima.
כן. הרב וולף, מתי אנחנו יכולים לדבר על השירה שלי?
אני לא יודע לענות.
למה?
כי אני לא יודע, אני לא מתמצא במנהגי הולנד.
אתה מתחמק.
אני מתחמק, נכון.
למה? אבל זה לא רק מנהגי הולנד, זה מנהג אשכנז, ואתה יקה במקרה מאלזס.
אני יודע, כל זה אני יודע.
11, hè? 11?
11.
Oké.
מתי אפשר לדבר איתך?
מה?
מתי אפשר לדבר איתך?
לא הבנתי.
מתי אפשר לדבר איתך?
Het beste
אוקיי, נראה, עוד kama ימים.
Vast,
Het is een beetje vermoeiend, maar goed.
ja, ga vanmiddag lekker slapen.
Ik ga nu op slaap. Oké, we danken u. En,
Hartelijk dank. Dank Paul.